home reno series, and this week's video, episode 2, is going to be our first week in the build. It has been a journey and all good, well, mostly all good. They've made huge progress and it's actually really nice to have this as a little like documenting of it to see how far they've come from what we started with. Well, this is exciting. Our build starts in 3 days and it has just started snowing. Let's go. How are you feeling about the build, Fred? This is going to continue?
Yeah, it's not happening.
They're going to start by digging our foundations first, and they can't really do that if it's a blizzard. So, look, another little hold up, and obviously a con of starting a build in the middle of winter. However, this was the first available time slot when we could afford, so is what it is. Good morning! So today the builders arrived for their first day at work and we are so excited. It's 7:45 in the morning and they are just arriving. I can hear them outside. Somebody hiding upstairs. Not too sure about the builders yet, is she? It's actually been really chilled, so they've just been kind of putting their tools down and taking down our lean-to area so that they can dig the foundations and start our rear extension. So they're actually going to be outside for the next couple of months because they're going to do the digging and concrete filling, let that dry, and then go up onto our roof and build our loft extension. We're not actually going to see them indoors until like April, I think. So it's actually totally fine at the moment. Working from my little station here, and Freddie is upstairs. Freddie is going to be losing his office in April though, because that's going to become our new bathroom. Okay, she's all gone. Next up that's going is this demolition tomorrow. They've already begun inside, taking that ceiling out. There is absolutely no insulation in this room. It's always been so cold, so we can't keep it. This wall will obviously stay, and then this pillar here is going to stay because our bifolds are going to start from here. So they will be taking all of this out. They're going to be changing the roof pitch as well. So that all needs, the roof needs to be taken off, and that wall will obviously be demolished. Winnie, every day for the next 6 months they're going to be here. You need to stop barking at them. Come on, back to bed. Good girl. They're removing the bricks off the side of the house. Day 2 and they're not mucking about. That is holes in the roof, baby. Should we have a look? I think the roof might be off, puppet. Go on. Roof is coming off. Winnie is not pleased about it. Week 1 was actually quite easy because the builders haven't really encroached on our space because they are working outdoors. We've been really lucky that we can still have our living room and our bedroom intact, and really our lives haven't changed a great deal. So that's been really good. I'm sure in 3 months' time our lounge will turn into a storage room for everything else in the house. So it will change and I'm just savouring it right now whilst I can. Having a fire tonight. I've broken the fire. Freddie's trying to fix it. Day 3. Builders are just about to arrive. And they made good progress yesterday. Look at that wall, it's gone. Mooring his lawn. Maybe next year we'll try and get that grass looking good, Fred, yeah?
It's gone.
It's gone. It's a goner. Winnie's super confused about all this junk that is sitting on her giant toilet. Where they've knocked this wall down, they have managed to keep some of the bricks from a newer extension. We think it was like 80s or 90s they did it, but the bricks are still better quality, they were saying, than the bricks you can get today. So where we're keeping this pillar here, and we'll be doing another pillar here between the bifolds. They're going to try and use this brick so it matches the house as much as possible. Let me show you the back of the house. It kind of looks the same from this angle, but then when you come in here, you will see they've knocked this down. And do you know what? Now that we can see the ceiling exposed, I want a high-pitched roof like this. Look how cool that is. Although it's not in our architect drawings and we're not going back, so it's going to be a flat roof. So it will once again come to where the white is. But imagine if it was all exposed, pitched like that. Our builders have been so fab. They've got their own little station and they're fully self-sufficient and they just don't need anything from us. I don't know if this is a COVID thing or if they normally operate like this, but they have their kettle and their pots and pans and their stove. They even do their washing up outside. It's been really easy to socially distance in the build, obviously because they are outside, and then they don't need to be indoors for anything at the moment. They're just doing the foundations. So far so good. It's been quite a seamless journey with that. The holy grail of tiles has arrived. Are you gonna help me open it, yeah? Okay, you can trot off with your cardboard and I will open. Wow. I've ordered a few different styles. These are the Metro tiles. They're 6 by 25, which is a size I couldn't find anywhere else. So really like those. They're a beautiful matte touch to them as well, which I like, and obviously there's no sheen. Love, love, love. Definitely want these for the Metro in the bathroom. So I ordered 6 of them. They were like 50p each, because obviously if we go with them, I'll reuse these. And also I just wanted to see how it would look with more than just the one tile. And I think I'm probably gonna do this vertical hanging of them as well. I then ordered this, which is the Fusion Sand, and this will be the floor tile to go with it. I think that's a lovely combination. I've then ordered this tile here, which is the Fusion Light Grey, in this shape, because I'm thinking of doing a herringbone pattern on the floor in our ensuite. God, we are on day 3 and they've already filled a skip. The guys have just arrived to replace it and take the next one. You watching the skip, Winnie? We've literally got no back to our house or side anymore. They've just started digging up the side return to make way for the foundations. Friday morning and last day of the build before the weekend, so let's go see how they've got on. We didn't go and check this last night because they worked quite late and it was completely dark when they left, and you know we can't see anything. Which is an open shell of what will soon be our kitchen diner. Yesterday morning it was just this hole here, and then yesterday they removed all of this. God, it's so big. You can't really imagine it on paper until you actually see it. They started digging up our patio here yesterday, so they're now ready to dig the foundations, and they'll be removing this floor last minute before they then dig the full foundations and pour the cement in. Freddie is just getting the little machine out. We're doing ravioli and I'm just making up the pasta sauce and the aubergine to go in it. It's going to be aubergine and ricotta in the ravioli dumplings, and then we're doing a tomato basil sauce on top. So kind of like a ravioli parmigiana.
Wow! Mega.
I think the trick is to not overfill them, because I was overfilling them on the last, like the class I did. Ta-da! It is ridiculous.
Good.
So I'm here listening to Taylor Swift, drinking a glass of wine and making cookies. Do you know what, if I can do that through this build, then I'm gonna get through it. Cheers! We got snow. The first week into the build and it is like a blizzard outside. It is so cold downstairs right now. We obviously knew it might be like this in January, but I don't think we really accounted for it to be this cold. So we are having fires on in the day and the heating on as much as we can, but it's a little drafty. Sunday morning and the builders start again tomorrow for week 2. and we're due a cold front this week and it's just started snowing. It is absolutely freezing. Just got to hope that it doesn't settle. However, these guys are on it and they've put up this tarpaulin. They built this whole frame here and over here, and they've put the tarpaulin over. So no matter what the weather, their job won't stop because of it. And they can keep digging and they can lay the foundations and they won't get wet or ruined. The last job they did on Friday was dig out these holes, which they've covered now, but it was to locate the pipes for the drains. So they're going to relocate them to the corner of our patio. That is one deep hole. So we have some good news and we have some bad news to end the week. One of the drains in our alleyway, which we will be building over, and it was always their intention to remove these drains and place them somewhere else in our pathway or in our garden. Turns out that one of them is actually owned by our next door neighbour, and this is totally fine. It's just like an on paper legality thing that they have to sign it over to us for us to be able to remove it. Now, they probably aren't even aware that they have this drain in our pathway, but we need to do the right thing and do the legals and get it all swapped over, so we need to have a conversation with them. And the good news to end the week is, whilst they were taking down the utility room and digging the floor, they've noticed that the foundations that existed from this extension are really sturdy and run really deep, almost a metre. Our builder has organised building control to come out and have a look at them early next week, and if he's able to sign it off that we can keep those and not have to dig them up, then it saves a lot of time, money and labour of removing these foundations and pouring new ones. Fingers crossed that building control approve that. So that is it from me and our first week in the build, ready to roll into another week. It's been ups and downs, but we have made a lot of progress. We're really enjoying it at the moment so far. Obviously the drilling is noisy, but it's not disturbing us that much. Ask me again in 3 months. It might be a little bit different. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!